So, welcome to our Halloween decor. I just wanted to make this little video and I just realized the other day when I was talking with a gal that we're bringing on about our products and stuff, and I realized we don't really talk to our clients about what we use. So, I wanted to kind of share with you guys a little bit. When we opened our own place, I really wanted something that I could believe in as a product that was a cleaner line. Most of my career I used Matrix, Redken, Pravana, all that kind of stuff. So when I went out on my own, it gave me a little bit more freedom to explore and kind of figure out what I wanted to use. So color line, Colora. I kind of played with a few other lines. Some of my clients know I tested stuff on you. But Colora was just a line that I ended up on. It's a Canada-based line. A lot of European lines and stuff tend to be a little bit darker than US lines, stuff like that. But Colora was like the cleanest line that I could find. They have no PPD, no ammonia, awesome array of colors in there. Cover gray very well. Haven't had a problem with it. And it's nice because they have the additives. The shine on them is amazing. Those of you that do come to the salon, your color holds up very well and it's very clean. So it doesn't have a lot of the bad stuff in it that people generally tend to be allergic to, but it has all the good stuff that works. Then they came out with a gloss line. For the longest time, people who use permanent color lines that didn't have a gloss line available, you'd use Shades EQ, Redken Shades EQ. That's just a line that is been around forever and ever, and kind of the standard for what everybody was going to. They came out with Colora Gloss. So Redken Shades EQ, it's great. It's an old school one. Personally, I didn't ever feel like the hair felt like good after, and it kind of has a little weird chemically smell to it, and it also overtones very quickly, because for a long time the lightest level that they would go up to is a level 9, and most of our really light blondes were in that level 10 range, but we just needed to kick some. So it would overtone really easily, so you'd watch it and you'd start seeing it turn in the bowl, and you'd rinse it, and then you'd end up either overtoning or having some spots that weren't toned enough. So that was my experience with using that. Then when they came out with the Colora Gloss, so this is an alkaline and a acid based product. Don't know how they do it, don't ask me, I don't know the science. But most glosses are acid based. The ones that are demi or semi-permanent that you mix with other stuff, you get some lifting of the natural root, which kind of creates like a hot root. We call it a base bump. Glosses like Shades EQ and this one have zero lift whatsoever. There's none. So you're going to get a true to color deposit in there with zero lift. You can get some gray camouflage with these. They're not going to 100% cover gray, but they will, camouflage gray. These are your darker, deeper colors. Really nice array of colors in there, just like the permanent color. Then up here is where you're going to get your toning shades, all of that good stuff. So ton of shine with these, ton of shine. They have also a clear in here that you can use as a shine treatment. Just adds some luster to your hair if you're somebody that doesn't color your hair. The clear gloss, it's amazing. It's not going to change the chemical structure of your hair. It's just going to give you a ton of shine. Zero lift, conditioning, ammonia free, awesome stuff. With finding a cleaner line comes a little bit more expense. So I wanted to show you guys. So a lot of people don't realize when we're using a tube, it's 2 ounces of color. A lot of people, a root retouch might take 2 ounces of color, and we don't necessarily just pull this tube out, mix it up, and throw it on your head. We customize your colors for you. So we may find that you like this color, but we need to cancel out some underlying tones in your hair. You know, if you have gray, we can't just throw something on. So us as professionals, we're looking at what our underlying tones are going to be, what we need to put on it to cancel those out to give you your desired look. So a lot of the time, we're having to use multiple tubes of color on one person. So that's where the expense comes in. It's not just, I've had people be like, oh, well, I see at Sally's it's $5 or whatever. We're not just taking this and throwing it on your head. We're customizing a formula for you, which it adds up, you know. So that's where that comes in. For lightener, we played with a few. Like I said, I used Redken Matrix most of the beginning of my career. Redken Flash Lift for a long time was, you know, what I used. That was my go-to. I've used a little bit of the Pulp Riot. I've used the Oligo. The color one that we used is Oligo Colura. I've used that one. Schwarzkopf Blonde Me has been my favorite. This truly lifts hair very, very well. It has a bond building system in it. So a lot of people know about Olaplex and stuff like that. This has a bond building system in it. A lot of times if I'm doing a color correction or needing a different type of lift, I'm using Trionics. This is a enzyme-based developer, which means that it has a little bit more protection in your hair, and a lot of the times I'll be using this if I'm doing like something pretty aggressive and doing a color correction, but also just the Blonde Me with the Blonde Me developer, it has a bond builder in it. We don't use Olaplex. I have my own personal opinions on the different ones. Pretty much every line has their own bond building system in it. I preferred to use B3. So this one is Brazilian Bond Builder. It protects 3 bonds of the hair. It's an oil-based product, so you can add it to your lightener, your color. You can add it to your toners. You can kind of add it to everything. It's a one-step bond building system. So Olaplex, it's a multi-step system. There's take-home products. There's all this stuff. So this is a one-step system. It's an oil-based product. I really love it. So if I have somebody that has more compromised hair, or they're needing it, or if I have somebody that specifically asked to have a bond builder put in, this is what we use. Not a lot of my clients know about it because I'm really bad about talking about it. But we do have this available. It is an extra upcharge for this product because it is an extra expense for us. So if you're ever interested in doing a color correction or something like that, Bond Builder is definitely a plus. It makes your color last longer. It keeps your vibrance more vibrant. You know, I love this stuff. With it being a one-step system, they do have a treatment. So they have a demi-permanent conditioner with this. This is also something we offer in the salon, but we don't talk about a lot, you know. This is a super reconstructive treatment. You mix it with your bond builder, use your demi-permanent conditioner, put them together, put you under the dryer for 20 minutes, and your hair is like totally redone from the inside out. It's awesome. We love our B3. That's what I use. A lot of people ask me, you know, I change my hair color quite a bit. Sorry, it's a little crazy today. I use the B3 in all of my lighteners. At this point, I'm really going in and retouching my roots when I'm lightening, but then I will let the rest of this fade down. If I am doing any kind of removal of it, I am putting my B3 in my formula so that I keep my hair protected. B3 also has a color protection shampoo conditioner, as well as like a spray to keep your hair vivid. They also have a take-home mask that we carry in salon. That's just to keep your hair, the bonds of your hair throughout the life of your color, everything like that. It makes the hair feel great. I use that stuff at home. They also have an extension repair line, which we carry in the salon too. With color correction also, we use Malibu. These ones are CPR. These are color corrective things. I've had a lot of people that are seeing a lot of stylists like on Instagram or social media that are taking their clients from, you know, dark colors or red going into silver or gray. What people don't understand is that is a very long process. I can't remember his specific Instagram, but he is the one that did Sharon Osbourne's hair. And he posted one this morning, actually, that talked about how he had a client that had gray grown out, and then she had like a natural coppery red on the bottom, pretty vibrant, you know. So he went through a process of doing 2 of these, 45 minutes a piece. Then he went in and did a color remover on top of that, and then he went in and did lightening and did all this stuff. So, I mean, we're talking about like 8, 10, 12-hour services to get to that final look. You know, it's doable, totally doable. But when we're looking at that process, it's not quick and it's not cheap. So, we don't do a lot of that all-in-one step process in the salon. We always recommend like starting off going with some highlighting, or we can go in and remove color and do some lightening services to it. However, with that, your toner is going to fade down. So even when you do get all the color lifted out and you lighten the hair and you tone it that nice silvery color, the toner is going to fade out. Anything that was processed with color is going to have to be maintained until it grows out and gets cut off. So I've had a lot of people ask about that, especially since quarantine, wanting to go to their natural gray. It's not a quick process. It's not an easy process. It is upkeep and maintenance in order to keep it that silvery color. And you're probably looking like I said, 8, 10, 12-hour process just, you know, to get it some sort of gray, some sort of natural. Vivid colors. Most of the time we use Pulp Riot. We have all the colors in stock all the time. We also do use the Oligo. It's called Funk Hue. It depends on kind of what result we're running. They do have very similar shades, but they are a little bit different, and it is a little bit different with wear. So a lot of times we use our Pulp Riot. Me personally, when I'm doing my Vivid colors, I add the B3 to my Vivid colors, and then I use the B3 Vivid shampoos and sprays to keep my hair nice and vivid. So that's something that can be added to your stuff as well. With us using the Oligo stuff, we use shampoo and conditioner, Oligo shampoo and conditioner, super clean product. Doesn't have like any of the artificial dyes or anything like that, no parabens, no sulfates, anything like that in them. Shampoo and conditioner. This is a learning curve product for a lot of clients because you need just the tiniest amount of it. You don't need very much of it at all. And it does have to be rinsed very thoroughly. I had people when we first brought this in that were like, I don't know, it's just really heavy on the hair. My hair doesn't feel clean. And I'm like, there's no way. This is a moisturizing product, very, very light. I'm like, you got to get it rinsed all the way. You got to use very little of it, So we do carry this on back bar, and we also do carry it in the salon. This I feel like is great for anybody that needs moisture. In Arizona, we all kind of need a little bit of moisture in our hair. We did used to carry Amika on our back bar. We now carry our milkshake. So we have the Color Care line. This one is the one a lot of you say smells like butterscotch. Milkshake is more of a natural line. It's not organic. It doesn't have all natural ingredients, anything like that, but it does have a lot more natural things in it. And most of the milkshake line has an ingredient called Integrity 41. That is something that has like a UV protection, moisture to it, all that good stuff. So in Arizona, milkshake has been the one that we've chose to go with just because it does have all those benefits. We got the color one. We use the moisture one. This one kind of smells more like papaya. It's a little bit lighter smell to it. It's not heavy. None of the moisturizing products that we use are heavy. They work amazing. I kind of flip-flop. I use the milkshake moisture, and then I use the B3. So me personally, I kind of flip-flop. We use the silver shampoo for the blondes. It's kind of like a deep purpley blue in there. This one smells like blueberries, kind of like a berry smoothie. It's kind of awesome. We have the shampoo and conditioner. We use it on back bar. We carry it in the salon. We also use a clarifying shampoo. get these guys. Deep Cleanse. This one is a very light clarifying shampoo for people that, you know, swimming season is still going on in Arizona, let's be real. This is great for people that have been swimming through the summer, that have some buildup in their hair. This really helps to remove it, and it doesn't affect your color or anything. It's awesome, and it smells very clean. It almost smells like a very light, like green apple scent to me, but all the Milkshake products smell really good. This one is the mint. This one, I kind of compare it to a tea tree shampoo, like a Paul Mitchell tea tree shampoo. Very light, has that minty smell to it. It has the invigorating scalp feeling to it, so it's that tingly kind of feel. Really great stuff, really clean line. So we do carry all of those in the salon. And then I wanted to kind of focus on two products that, sorry, dropping things. Pretty much everybody that comes in get these two products put on them. Whether we use other products, we do carry like the Design Me styling line. We have some of the other Brazilian blowout stuff. We do carry some more of the Milkshake stuff. But these are going to be the two that every single person gets put in their hair. We forget to talk about it a lot. I always say I'm terrible at retail. I'm terrible at retail. Because I don't talk about it with you guys. And I am taking that on as a personal challenge to get better about educating you guys and, you know, when I'm using it, telling you what I'm using and why I'm using it. I'm really bad at that. But everyone gets these. The Milkshake, the leave-in conditioner. This is the one that everybody's always, oh my gosh, what does that smell? It smells so good. It smells like cake. You know, it smells, I've had people tell me buttered popcorn. I've had people tell me coconut, you know, but it smells like that really sweet smell, but it kind of dissipates throughout the day, so it's not really heavy. And then also the Brazilian Bond Builder, or Brazilian Blowout Ionic Bonding Spray. This stuff is part of the Brazilian Blowout system when you're getting a smoothing treatment, but it's also an aftercare product. It's a styling product. This stuff is freaking amazing. It cuts down your frizz. It helps seal the cuticle so that your hair doesn't get all like crazy on the ends. It's going to block humidity. I find that it helps the blow drying time cut down quite a bit. And it just makes the hair nice and shiny and smooth and easy to work with. Those are the two products that I would say 99.9% of every client that comes in gets that put on their hair. Between me and Nettie. Those are just our go-to products. We have them in the big spray bottles. These guys, we just put them in the big spray bottles, and that's pretty much something that like everyone's gonna get. And then we do have, you know, like I said, other styling products throughout the few lines that we carry that we also use. So my personal challenge is to tell you guys what I'm using on your hair so that you know. Any product that we talk about or that we use on you, we carry in the salon. So it's available for you guys to use at home. Yeah, so just wanted to kind of go over that. A lot of you guys know that I use the Babe brand. I do regional education for them. So local education. I do education with one of the distributors here in Arizona. So I use the brand. I love the brand. The quality of hair is amazing. We started off, you know, with our tape-in method. I did a ton of those. The I-tip method, which is with the single strand with a bead. A flat tip method, which is what I personally have in my hair. I'm just a flat tip girl. I've had every method, and I always end up going back to the flat tips. We have, oh goodness, what else? Oh, Fusion. That's a keratin glue that you heat up and it goes under the hair. And then within that Fusion family, I also do the micro fusions. So those are something that is great for people that have thinning hair, have any kind of bald spots or any issue with hair kind of growing back. And then we added hand-tied wefts. I believe it was last year. This year we got machine wefts. So hand-tied wefts are very light, very flexible. They're going to be great for people that have thinner hair or somebody that's just wanting to add some volume, maybe not so much length, but just some volume. Those are going to be good for that. The machine wefts, however, are a little bit heavier. So these are going to be good for your medium to thick textured hair. Somebody that's just wanting a couple of rows to knock out some length and some volume, some density, your machine wefts are going to be your go-to for that. The hand-tied wefts are a little bit more fragile, so they do require that you pay a little closer attention to kind of where you're brushing and stuff like that, because they are a little bit fragile. So if you're being really aggressive brushing and stuff, you're going to potentially break the weft, and then it's going to unravel. Machine wefts aren't quite as fragile. I mean, you still want to be careful because it is hair and it's in your hair, so you definitely want to make sure you're paying attention to that. But these are just a little bit less fragile, a little more density, a little more bang for your buck with those. Yeah, that is pretty much it. I just wanted to go over kind of the main, things that we use. Trying to think what else. Me and Nettie both love our Bioionics, so we both have the 10X blow dryer. This one, love that blow dryer. You're gonna have to excuse my flat iron. 10X flat iron. It's that one. A lot of people are like, what is that noise? It vibrates. So it has vibrating plates. It just helps to kind of get the little flyaway hairs to kind of smooth down a little bit more. Awesome flat iron though. I've needed an upgrade. It's getting a little crazy there. And then we both got our long barrel curling irons. I think this one is a 1 1/4 or 1 1/2. But it's awesome. Like, it has the same feel as the flat iron, so it's very slick in the hair. It goes through the hair really easily. That's how you're going to create those curls. I've had people want the curls with the straight ends. That's awesome way to do it. So, cost of business isn't cheap, but yeah, I wanted to go in and just kind of like introduce you guys to what we're using. I mean, I think a lot of the time you guys come in and we say, oh yeah, okay, cool, we're gonna do it. And we don't ever really say like, we are using a PPD free product. We are using an ammonia free product on your hair. We're using a lightener that has a bond builder in it. We are using very good tools on your hair. We are using very good shampoo and conditioner on your hair, so I think it's just really important that we express that to you guys, and I think we've been slacking a little bit, and so I wanted to make this video just to let you guys know, and hopefully you can appreciate that we use good stuff on you, and we always want to keep bringing the newer, best things in here. We keep up on education, we keep informed about our product lines and everything like that. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment and ask away. All right, guys.